Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here.
Today I'm making some abstract earrings with 20 gauge artistic wire. We are going to take about 8 to 10 inches of the artistic wire and put a 6mm miracle bead in the middle of the wire. So now we're going to hold it firmly and bend the wire out to either side of the bead. And we're going to do two the same way, and then we're going to stack them one on top of the other. It's okay if they're a little slanted. And then we're going to take the bead-along bail making pliers and we're going to form our loops back and forth to make a fun kind of squiggly design. So we're just going to bring these back and forth. And the bail making pliers are good because they're not tapered and you'll get the earrings to be both the same size. So we're going to go back and forth and then we can flip them and do the other side. Like I said, don't worry if they're a little off on a bit of an angle because we can adjust them back in place after. So we're just going to go back and forth to form a little S formation. And you can use any part of the looping pliers you want depending on how big you want your little curves to be. And then once you have the basic shape, just separate them. Now we're going to make the loops at either side. So use the smallest part of the bead-along bail making pliers and do a little loop at top and bottom. Now we're going to cut them with the flush cutters. These are the Xuron flush cutters. I love the Xuron tools. So we're going to clip either side and then we are going to get our flat pliers. These are the Xuron tweezer nose pliers and we're going to pinch in those pokey ends. Just make sure the loops are closed on both sides. And then we can use our bail making pliers just to close up those loops. Tighten them up a little bit, push them in, just holding the shape of the loop with the pliers and then pushing in so there are no gaps. We're going to do that on both earrings. Do any little adjustments you have to do to center those little loops. And now I'm getting the nylon jaw pliers just to pinch them in a little bit. That'll firm them up and close any more gaps. And then I made my own earring hooks and we're going to just slide that on. I'll link up a video for the earring hooks in the description below. So now another way to do it, you can cut this wire a little longer if you want and just bend the wire as we did before to either side of the bead. And then I'm going to keep winding a little bit to make the bead a little bit more surrounded with wire. So we're just going to continue that wrap so it's fully surrounded with the wire so it's not going to slide back and forth. So we did two like that and then we're going to take our bail making pliers and form the loops again. And you can make your loops a little wider because the bead is not going to slide back and forth. So we're just going to keep going with this back and forth, and you can make these as large as you want. You can do as many loops as you want. We just want to hold them together to get the basic shape so they will be the same size if you want to do earrings. Otherwise, if you're doing a pendant, you can just do a single one. So just keep flipping the tools to get the correct loop size that you want. Bring them back and forth and then you can separate them. And from there, as before, we're just going to adjust those little loops. Just use the bail making pliers to hold the form and then push in the wires so there's no gaps. So just take your time with it. Do any little adjustments that you need. You can do that with your fingers, with the pliers. And then we need to make a loop on either end like we did before. So I'm taking the smallest part of my bail making pliers, and then we're going to clip that end flush. And then we need to do the same on the other side. They don't have to be symmetrical. You could really have fun with this type of design. You could add more beads too if you want. And we'll just keep wiggling it till it's centered. And we'll do the little loop on the other side. And just bring it around. Clip the end with the flush cutters. And then we need to close up those gaps and do any little adjustments with the nylon jaw pliers. I will link these up in the description below. These are the Beadalon nylon jaw pliers. And there we go. So this one could just be a pendant, or you can do earrings if you prefer.
So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.